Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we'll be talking about something a little bit different, and I'll be talking about how I got an IT job in the UK while I was still in Nigeria, although my background was not in IT. So yes, it is possible for you to get a job abroad while you are still in Nigeria, but there are some things you need to consider. In fact, the essence of this video is not really to talk about the field of IT, honestly, just to talk about how it is possible for you to get a job in the UK from Nigeria. Although, if you're in the field of IT and other special fields like that, you stand an higher chance. Now, the field of IT I'm talking about is not even it's not coding. I don't even know how to code. It's not coding. It's not all those stuff, typical IT. It's just research in IT. So essentially, I'll just take you through what I did and how everything went. Enough of the background information. So my background is in research, market research. I've been a market researcher for I think about 9 years now. About 9 years, yeah, close to a decade. I should be celebrating that soon. So I've been a market researcher for that long, market research, social research, pretty much. And in my journey or my career as a market researcher, I've had cause to work on research projects that are in the field of IT or research-related projects in the field of IT, and that is what I capitalized on. What really made me have interest in this possibility was the fact that sometime in 2021, mid-2021 exactly, I just saw a notification, like an email from Facebook, but really it's not about Facebook because it was not even Facebook that gave me the job. I just got the email from Facebook. Oh, we like your profile. Would you be interested in having an interview with us? I was like, oh, this must be a scam. Facebook, me, market research, scam. But I did my research. I found out it was not a scam. Then I found out that market research is actually very related to the field of IT. In fact, I've been doing a lot of market research. So essentially, what they wanted me to do was UX research, user experience research. So I know IT people are familiar with the terms UI UX. They wanted me to be a UX researcher for them. So UX research. And being a market researcher, I now realized I've been doing a lot of UX research, especially when I do market research in code for products that are maybe an app, website or something like that, but I never knew there was anything called UX research, honestly. So when they reached out to me, I said, okay, no problem. The way typical IT companies are, the whole process lasted forever, like 3 months or more, or probably like 3 months or more. But at the end of the day, I was not chosen. But that's not why we are here. I went through the first stage, passed, of course, initial pre-screening 1, first stage 2, second stage, third stage. That was it took, the interview spanned 2 days. I had to take a 3-day leave off at work. So 2 days, and each day you had to spend about 2 to about 6, close to 6 hours, thereabouts, something like that. Really, I'm not really sure, but it was a lot of hours, and at the end of the day, I was not chosen. Well, I was a bit sad, but it now occurred to me that wait, if I was on my own as a market researcher, and Facebook reached out to me that they were interested in my skill set because I could be a UX researcher for them, then that means my skill set is in demand in the field of IT, right? That was when the light bulb lit up in my head. I was like, okay, fine. I started researching about UX research courses. In fact, when I was doing that interview with Facebook, when they reached out to me because I didn't understand what they wanted me to do, I took a quick course, a course that takes probably like 1 week. I took that to understand what they really wanted. So after that, I registered for a course which I just finished recently this year. But the first one was with the University of Georgia. The one I took was with the University of Michigan. But summarily, with that course that I already started, I had not finished, I had just started. I started sometime in August last year. I started applying to jobs. This is where this conversation gets juicy. So this is how I was able to get the job. I started applying every weekend. I used to work obviously Monday to Friday, and it was a very busy time for me. Monday to Friday, leave home 4 a.m., get home late at night. But on weekends, while I'm watching English Premiership, when Man U is beating Chelsea like 7-0, and when Man U is beating Arsenal like 5-1, at that point in time, I will be on my system every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and I will be applying to jobs like a madman in the UK. So I used to use LinkedIn. And LinkedIn has this feature called Easy Apply. So with the Easy Apply feature, it makes it easier for you to apply to jobs without leaving LinkedIn website. We all know how tedious it is to apply to jobs. Very tedious, I must say. So, but I didn't want to go into companies' individual websites to write cover letter, package everything, only because the chances of me being denied or them not considering my application was like 99.9%. So I didn't want to be going through that stress. I would just sort in LinkedIn using the Easy Apply feature. Once I click on Easy Apply, it brings out all those ones that I can apply to without leaving LinkedIn in just 3 or 4 steps. Pam, application done. Then I obviously worked on my CV. I looked at the key terms, keywords that were usually written in UX research jobs in the UK. I looked at the keywords that they were usually looking for, and I used that based on my own experience, based on what I had done similar to that in the past. I put those in my CV and I started applying. I also had a cover letter standby in case they still ask for a cover letter still in that LinkedIn, but I just had this one side fits all cover letter because, like I said, I knew my chances were really, really low of getting a job in the UK from Nigeria. It's really, really low. So I was doing that and I was applying. Guess how many the number of jobs I used to apply to in a day? Guess 100. If I did not reach 100 in a day, then I'll complete it the next day. But my target was really 100 jobs in a day, and I would apply and apply. If I started in the morning, watching Premiership, sitting in front of the TV. If I started in the morning, I would finish late at night. I just kept on applying. And I did that for weeks. I knew that, for me, it's a game of numbers because I don't live in the UK. And one thing about people need to understand, when people look for a job abroad from Nigeria, why employers really do not want to bother getting people from outside the country is because they need to prove to their own government that they look within the country for your skill sets, and they didn't find any. Therefore, they have to go outside of the country. Number one. Number two, they have to pay for some documentation, certificate of sponsorship. They have to pay for that to bring you in, and it takes them a while before that is done, before you apply for your visa and you come. They would rather get somebody in the country, So they will not really look towards your side, except you have super skills. But I didn't really have any major skills. I just started the course. I had not even I've not done up to 10%, and I was applying crazily every weekend, back to back, every weekend. Then some of them would reach out and ask me, do I have work permit in the UK? I would say no. They would say, sorry, we cannot continue. But I would say that 99% of the applications I did were rejection emails. Oh, we are sorry, we cannot proceed. You don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have work permit and all that. A lot of them would not even respond. But the key tactics is that when you apply, I use LinkedIn. I used the Easy Apply feature. Then again, I tweaked my CV to have the key terms, and I was applying crazily. Now I got lucky. NHS, the hospital in quote, which is the largest single employer of labor in the UK. Then they reached out to me, or they responded to my application. I said, okay, fine. I applied to 2 posts actually. One was a senior role, one was a junior role. I applied to both. Then I did the interview for the senior role. It was a 1-day interview. I liked the interview so much on Facebook. I loved the interview. One day we finished. That same day they told me they were not going to choose me. Then that was a Friday. That was a Thursday or Friday. But by that weekend, that same weekend, they sent me another mail saying, okay, we thought that you applied for a junior role and the interview is going to be next week, but your performance in this one would not affect the other one. Still turn up, so they gave me a task, right? So they gave me a task, a presentation I was going to take, how I will approach a research problem and all that, and still turn up and let's see how it goes. So the following week, I did the interview, and as I'm saying this, I just remembered the interview. I did not enjoy the interview at all. Not because of the discussion or what they were asking me, no, but because I had internet problems. I went to buy a MiFi. I can't remember which one of them it was. One of these, top-rated MiFi modems in Nigeria. I went to buy it because of that. I loaded on it. I was prepared. I didn't want anything to happen. Then the internet was bad. Just minutes prior to the interview. So I switched to my phone and spun hotspot. Once a call comes in, your interview or whatever you are doing. That is how, unfortunately for me that day, I parked my car in front of a neighbor's gate. The house was always under lock and key. Nobody was in the house. So I parked there, and then my neighbor was calling me that, oh, I parked in that place. And as he was calling, it was just, it was just breaking into the interview. The interview was a frustrating one. Really frustrating. So at the end of the day, we finished the interview. The first words that came out of my mouth, I was like, if they consider me in this interview, I go lay egg. So, and that was done. And I went back to work. It was a Friday. In the evening, I just got the mail. You've been chosen. Oh boy. I was so happy, But to cut the long story short, what I did is simple, and you could also try it as well. Then one other thing that is key, which people should also know about, to increase your chances. The job I got with NHS Digital, because like I told you, it's in the IT field. The role was not in a major city, not far from London. I think it was in Surrey. I'm talking about just last year. It was in Surrey, not far from London. But they didn't have a lot of people applying to that role because of where it was located. It's a nice place, very nice place, but people would rather want to go to the big cities. So I think when you apply, you could apply to the jobs in the big cities, which is cool. I mean, especially if you have the skill set and all. But if you're like me, your skill sets were just, just okay, just good, then you need to target jobs. Because I also got a call from a company in Ireland, and they told me, am I interested? But at that time, I already gotten the offer from NHS Digital. And when I checked where their company was in Ireland, it was not in Dublin. It was in one, I wouldn't say obscure, but one less unknown place. So it occurred to me that companies that had roles in offices that were not in major cities, they were having more challenges filling in those spots, because people that resided in those countries, for instance, let's see it this way. If you're in Nigeria, mostly people apply to jobs in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and stuff like that. Rarely we see people apply to jobs in Oshogbo or in maybe Makurdi or stuff like that. However, their own supposedly less known place are better than everywhere that we have in Nigeria. Absolutely. So it occurred to me that is what also helped me, right? And it's what you can also try and filter by location. You can filter by location, apply to all the jobs in the big cities, London, Manchester, and the likes, yes. But try to filter by location and look for jobs in those cities that are less known, because the people that reach out to me are from the cities that are less known. So that's what you can do. Then just to recap the entire process, but why I didn't eventually take the job, I accepted the offer, everything went well, got the visa. In fact, I landed in the UK to take the job. I landed in the UK, but why I didn't take the job at the end of the day, which was a hard decision for me, we'll probably talk about in another video. But here I am in Canada, But summarily, that's what you can do. You could try it. I believe in this saying that we can increase our luck. If you keep on trying, if you keep on showing up, one day your luck. I kept on applying months, every weekend, months, hundreds upon hundreds. It was tiring, But I was just like, if Facebook reach out to me without me reaching out to them, then that means my skill set is needed, So keep on applying, sort by location. Use Easy Apply if you must, because if you don't, you have to go to each company's individual website to apply, and that is very, very time consuming. So do that. Look for locations that are not major, because a lot of people will not apply to jobs in those locations. Therefore, they will find it hard filling those job roles, and therefore they will be able to convince the government that look, we've had. Then again, one thing you should also note is also look at how long a job has been open for. So when you see a job that is open for 1 month, they posted it 1 month ago, 2 months ago. Those are sweet ones, because they've been finding it difficult to fill those roles. You could get lucky and get a job that was just posted yesterday or 2 days ago, But when you see those ones that have been posted for a long time, those ones are sweet deals, because once they see somebody that fits their criteria, they will go all out and convince the government that, look, we want to bring this person in and we'll pay for the person's expenses and all that. So essentially, that's how I was able to get a job in the IT field, NHS Digital UK, although I didn't end up working with them because after I was said and done, I chose to be here in Canada. But you could also try it. It is possible to get a job abroad. It's not easy. Then please beware of scammers. When people say they will get you a job abroad, I'm not saying it's impossible. It is possible, but overwhelming majority of them are just scams. So you can do it yourself, and I wish you all the best. See you next time in another video where I'll be talking about maybe why I didn't take the job, why I'm here and all that. So see you next time. Please don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share this video. It will help people you know, and it will help people who have been thinking about to get a job abroad. So please share. See you next time. Bye.